Teresa. Welcome, welcome. Who else do we have? Oh, somebody's hearing me. Technology, technology. My computer is acting up. I don't know why the audio is not working, but I'm working on it. Thank you, Teresa. Thanks for checking in. Yeah. Today's energizer is my imagination leads me to those things that I fervently desire. Therefore, I will only speak and think of the things that I want. Every year I start out with reading Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. And I take it 1 month at a time. And this month I'm on chapter 6. And chapter 6 is talking about the imagination. And Napoleon Hill says that the imagination is literally the workshop where all plans are created by man. Everything happens in the imagination. There are two kinds of imagination. There's synthetic imagination and there's creative imagination. With synthetic imagination, we create plans out of our history, like things that or education, things that we've learned, things that we have observed. We tend to try to use old ideas and try to create something new. That's interesting. It's just like your bio. When you go to get a new job, you're always trying to use the experience that you've already had. You're trying to pull from that to create more of the same. But with creative imagination, you're creating something new, something that you've never done before. Connecting yourself with the infinite information, the infinite information line, if you will, and going within so that you can tap into new information. That's where meditation comes in, because you kind of tap into yourself, connected to the God within, to the infinite intelligence, and new ideas come through when you get still enough, when you get conscious enough, when you get connected enough, when you make that conscious contact. So in our daily lives, we tend to look at what's right in front of us and try to create something similar to what we've always done. But the imagination is the key to doing something different. My imagination leads me to those things I fervently desire. Therefore, I will only speak and think of the things that I want. So when you're trying to move to another level, you have to think outside of the box, if you will. Did you know that the imagination doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined? That's a powerful idea. It doesn't know the difference. So if you want to create more money, if you want to create a different lifestyle, if you want to create anything new in your life, you can use your imagination to visualize the lifestyle, the kind of life that you're looking for. You can create that in your mind. Studies have shown that athletes have used that. There are two studies. There's a study that shows that when athletes practice, they had one group did actually practice their moves before they went into a game, and there's another group that just visualized having done it. And the studies show that there wasn't any difference between those who practiced and those who just visualized. Their results were very similar. So that's a powerful tool that we have to use to get us from where we are right now to where we want to go. What are you talking about? Are you talking up your circumstance the way it is, or you're talking it up the way you want it to be? Does it mean that we don't acknowledge that things are the way they are? Absolutely not. But we have to manage what's going on right now and pay attention to where you want to go, because you want to be pulled by your vision, not stay mired in the way things are. Because if you keep talking about the way things are, the way they are, they're going to remain the same. It's the law of mind action. What you think about comes about. What you speak about, you amplify. So use this tool, this powerful tool called your imagination, and allow it to pull you into the life that you're trying to create. My imagination leads me to those things that I fervently desire. Therefore, I will only speak and think of the things that I want.